stepmom read my diary out loud at dinner. I made sure she lost her secrets too. When I was 14, my stepmother found my diary. She didn't just read it, she performed it. It was a Sunday dinner. Roast chicken, white tablecloth, 2 wine bottles too many. My dad sat at the head, smiling like we were a postcard family. And then she pulled out my notebook and said, "Let's all hear what little Miss Tortured Poet has been up to." I thought she was joking until she started reading. Line by line, word for word, everything. My insecurities, my body issues, the way I missed my mom who died 3 years before. She read the part where I wrote about feeling invisible, the part about the boy in my math class who made me feel less alone, the part where I wondered if maybe I was broken, if maybe love just didn't happen to people like me. She read it in a mocking voice, with pauses for dramatic effect, and everyone laughed, even my dad. He didn't mean to. He laughed once, awkwardly, then looked down, but he didn't stop her. That night, I stopped calling him Dad. That word belonged to someone who'd held my hand in a hospital parking lot, not the man who watched me cry into my plate and still passed the mashed potatoes. I left the table, packed a duffel bag, moved in with my mom's sister that night, never came back. She called once, left a voicemail pretending it was all a joke. "You know I was just teasing," she said. "You're too sensitive." My aunt didn't play. She changed the locks, blocked their numbers, and gave me the quietest room in the house. I'd never had quiet before. I didn't know how much I needed it. I finished high school early, took community college classes at night, applied to schools out of state, got into 1-2 towns over, close enough to be invisible, far enough to stay gone. I studied criminal justice, not because I wanted to be a lawyer, but because I wanted to understand exactly how the system works when someone tries to destroy you, and how to pull it apart quietly. Years passed. I got a job as a clerk in a small legal office. Property disputes, trust filings, corporate transfers, boring stuff, until I saw her name, her full name. Not married to my dad anymore, but still using the same one she used to sign Christmas cards she never meant. She was listed as a transitional trustee on a property case. Nothing suspicious at first, but the paperwork felt off. Multiple trust flips, company names that didn't exist in state records, a revocable grant deed signed by a woman who'd been dead since 2007. My mom. Turns out her name had been recycled as a shell identity to shift property into a side trust, which was now active under a private account. It was sloppy, it was greedy, and it was stupid, but it was real. She was stealing from people too rich or too distant to notice, but I noticed. I spent 6 months building the case. I didn't hack, didn't lie, just collected every signature, every mismatch, every false notary. Then I printed it, found it, and left it on her porch in a manila envelope, labeled, "You missed something." The next week she showed up at my office. I didn't work the front desk. She didn't see me, but I watched from behind the glass as she begged for someone who understands the situation. She looked smaller than I remembered, less powerful, more desperate. I didn't say a word. That was enough, but it didn't stop there. Within a month, she was flagged for audit. The IRS came next. Then a lawsuit from one of the investors she scammed, the house she used to throw charity brunches in, gone. Her name, scrubbed from every board, every fundraiser, every about page on those glossy websites. She called me once, from a new number, left a voicemail like nothing happened. "I know it was you. I need to explain. You've always been so clever." I didn't answer. She called again, angry this time. "If you think this is justice, it's not. You ruined my life." I still didn't answer. The third voicemail, defeated, just 5 words. "You win. Are you happy now?" I didn't listen to the rest. Just blocked the number. But before I did, I sent one message back. "I forgive you. Do you?" And I haven't heard from her since. But sometimes, late at night, I still write in a journal. And this time, no one reads it but me.